All right, so here's a stat that every real estate company should be paying attention to right now. 96% of companies say that they're not seeing any real value from AI. And no, it's not because the technology doesn't work. It's because that most companies are using it the wrong way. If we haven't met yet, I'm Ernest Peralta. I'm an AI strategist, and I work with Fortune 500 companies and operate at the intersection of real estate, technology, and decision making, helping individuals and business leaders use AI tools and processes to make better, more informed decisions, especially as it relates to real estate. What I want to do today is to share something that I'm seeing over and over again across large enterprises and real estate companies alike. So two very different organizations studied why AI isn't delivering the results and reached the same conclusion. The first one is Boston Consulting Group. They had analyzed AI deployments across various industries and found that only 4% of companies are creating real value from AI. Think about that for just a second. That means that most companies that are investing in AI aren't really getting meaningful results or their return on investments back. Why, you might ask? Because most companies spend their time buying tools and almost no time rethinking how decisions and workflows are actually working for them. Around the same time, a company called Anthropic, it's the company that's behind Claude, published research showing that AI systems fail when they're designed to follow rigid rules instead of being built around how people actually reason and make better decision-making thoughts and processes. So different organizations, different research came back with the same root issue. Now, let's bring this into real estate because this is where it becomes even more clear. Most brokerages didn't redesign their businesses for AI, they just layered AI on top of an existing problem. AI CRMs layered on top of broken lead follow-up, AI marketing tools without changing how listings are positioned, AI underwriting tools without redefining how risks are being evaluated, and AI assistants trained on poor data and unclear data logic. So when somebody says, well, we've tried AI, it didn't really work or do anything for us, they're not wrong necessarily, but they're also not identifying the real problem. Because the problem isn't the tool. The problem is that the decision systems underneath never really changed. So let me give you a simple real estate example. A brokerage rolls out an AI CRM. On paper, it sounds great. Automated follow-up leads, lead scoring, reminders, all of that. But underneath that system, there's no agreement on what a qualified lead actually is. There's no consistency in how agents are prioritized. No clarity on when human judgment should override automation, and no shared logic for what good really looks like. So what happens? The AI does exactly what it's told, but what it's told doesn't make sense. That's not intelligence, that's automated confusion. And that's why I say this very clearly. AI isn't failing real estate is failing to evolve how decisions are being made. So BGC calls this a people and process problem. Anthropic calls it a reasoning problem. It's the same mistake treating AI like software instead of a decision system matrix. So AI doesn't fix unclear thinking, it just amplifies it already. So before you buy another AI tool, do this instead. Step 1, write down the last 10 decisions that your team struggled with. Not tasks, not software issues, but decisions. For example, which leads are actually worth pursuing? When should pricing change? Which decisions carry hidden risks? When should human judgment override automation? And step 2, pick one decision that 1, happens frequently, 2, creates friction, 3, impacts revenue or risks. So just pick one of those. And step 3, ask this question. What information or reasoning is missing at the moment that this decision is made? That gap right there is where AI belongs. Not in replacing people, not in automating noise, but in supporting better judgment at scale. So if you do this for just one decision, you'll already be ahead of most companies experimenting with AI today. That's how leverage is created. That's how consistency is built. And that's how AI actually delivers value in real estate. If this brought clarity, if you could please hit a like, it helps this reach more people who are trying to make sense of technology, not get buried by it. We're living in a moment with more tools than ever, more information than ever, and less clarity than ever. So my goal here in these videos is to give you clear, practical insight that you can actually use. What's the one decision in real estate business that causes the most friction for you right now? And if you want more content at the intersection of AI, real estate, and better decision making, please hit subscribe. I'll keep breaking down what actually matters most. I'll see you in the next video.